This is one of my favorite spots. It's Port Elmsley. It's called Pike Falls. And I always, whenever I've been here, I've stopped the car and turned it off and listened to the sound of the water. And now I come here and I see that there is a sign up, and it talks about the history of this place. It starts with, connected to General Benedict Arnold through marriage, Samuel Weatherhead and his son Alexander received land in payment for services and were first to establish a dam and mill. I'll show you the water while I read. At Loch 3 in 1829 by, this is the Tay River. I guess it's the Tay River. Anyway, and so there's, let me see if it shows, Loch 1 is the Port Elmsley Loch, located near the confluence of two channels at the foot of the island, approximately 1.5 miles from the Tay's mouth. A flat dam to the north bank and a long stone embankment on the south bank maintained a reservoir back to Loch number 2, which served as the mill pond for Snyder's grist mill, built on the north side in 1854. It's Loch 1. And Loch 2, up here, Pike Falls or Gemmel's Loch. Located a quarter mile above Loch number 1, it was rebuilt in 1854 for unknown reasons, but had fallen to ruins by 1866. By the 1850s, a woolen mill was established on the north bank, eventually becoming the Fair Greve or Gemmel Mill. In 1901, it became the Globe Graphite Mill, the ruins of which still exist. On the south bank were N.H. Sherwood's grist and sawmill and the Shoddy Mill. Loch number 3, Weatherhead's Mill. In 1829, the Weatherheads erected a sawmill and dam at this site, which prompted formation of the Tay Navigation Company in 1831, located 0.5 miles upstream from Loch number 2 in mid-river. It had the largest lift on the Tay at 9 feet. A large embankment ran along the northern wall. Weatherhead's Mill and Dam, 1829. Later, Frost and Wood Sawmill and Factory, 1854. Alright, Loch number 4, McTavish Loch. Not part of the original plan, it became apparent by 1832 that the additional loch was needed at Mount Vitties Rapids, only 5 miles upstream from number 3, so as to avoid unacceptable flooding of private and Crown lands. It held water back for 3.5 miles, helping to expand the Tay Marsh. As an unbudgeted item, it was the only loch built entirely of wood. It would not last long, would it? As far as history goes. Dowson's Loch, located at Jebb's Creek, 2.5 miles below Perth. It was wedged between the southern bank and what may have been a man-made island. It had a small lift, only 2 feet from here. The old towpath to Perth now forms part of the Rideau Trail. This is the ruins of the old graphite mill. Okay, so I did number 4, Dowson was 5. But that's very interesting, don't you think? Let's come back from the other side and have a look at the river. You can look at it while I'm back. So that's one side of the river. And this is the grist mill. So there you are. Bye.